Hi guys, and welcome to my WWE Crown Jewel 2019 prediction video. It's right when you sign. Yeah. WWE Crown Jewel is the next Saudi Arabia show, as I think a lot of WWE fans are just going to try and probably tune out with this one because it's another show in Saudi Arabia, so it's always quite divisive, quite controversial, isn't it? And they haven't got a great record as of late, the Saudi Arabia shows. Of course, Super Showdown earlier this year was not a very good show, to say the least. And Crown Jewel last year was probably one of the worst pay-per-views of 2018. So yeah, not a great record. And I think the only good show they've had there so far is probably the Greatest Royal Rumble early last year, which was fun. But since then, we've had two stinkers. So hopefully with Crown Jewel this year, we can get back to having a semi-goodish show. And looking at the card, I think they could do it. I think there's some good matches here, good looking matches. Like I said the exact same about Crown Jewel. I said the exact same about Super Showdown. We all know how that show turned out. So, but yeah, and since Crown Jewel is next Thursday on Halloween, I thought I'd do something a little bit different for this video. It might work. It might crash and burn. I don't know. We'll have to see. I thought I'd do the rest of this video in a Halloween mask. So yeah. Happy Halloween. Let's see how long I can hold it for, eh? So, yeah, first match we have is a 9-team tag team turmoil match for the WWE World Cup. So, yeah, 9 tag teams. This is going to be a crazy match. So, these are the teams that we have announced. We have The New Day. We have the Viking Raiders. We have Heavy Machinery. We have the Lucha House Party. We have Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins. The Revival. The OC. Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode. And the B Team. Yep, 9-team tag team table match. So I guess it's like a Survivor Series tag team match where they're all going to come in and try and eliminate each other one by one to determine the best tag team in the world, the World Cup, like they did last year. It's a load of bollocks. It means nothing. It's just a tag team match to fill that card, isn't it? Who have I got to win? Well, there's quite a lot of jobber tag teams in there, isn't there? You know, the B team aren't going to win it. Lucha House Party aren't going to win it. So Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins, they're not going to win it. So I'm going to go with I'm going to say the New Day because I feel like they need something, especially since Kofi has had a bit bad time of it lately, losing the WWE Championship to Brock. So I'm going to say the New Day win this. Should be a fun match. I mean, even though there's lots of tag teams there, good lord, it should be a fun match. But I'm going to say the final two is probably going to be the New Day and maybe the OC because I think they're easily the two best tag teams on both rosters at the minute. So. Although Viking Raiders could win it too, the new Raw Tag Team Champions, you never know. But right now, I'm going to say the New Day, because I think Kofi needs something, and just to give him a little something for losing the championship. So yeah, New Day! Yeah, go for that one. Then on to the next match. We have a singles match, just a singles match. We have Mansoor going up against Cesaro. So yes, Mansoor, of course, won the 50-man Battle Royal at Super Showdown earlier this year. It was probably the only good thing on that card. And Mansoor won it. He got a big pop from the crowd because he's Saudi Arabian heritage. Yeah, and I don't know what I'm thinking about this. This should be quite easy to predict. Yeah, Mansoor's going to win this. I mean, I think this is going to be a really good match. So this could be the crown jewel of this pay-per-view. But yeah, I think this is going to be a really good match. Mansoor, I've seen him on 205 Live a few times. He's a very talented wrestler. He literally is. He's the spit of Ali and Seth Rollins just merged. My God, he looks like just like them. And Cesaro, we all know how good Cesaro is, so this should be a very good match. But yeah, obviously Cesaro is going to put Mansoor over and in front of the Saudi Arabian crowd. It's going to get a big pop. But yeah, this should be a good match. I think this could given a good 10-minute slot. This could be a really good match. But I'm going to go with Mansoor to get the win, just because it's in front of a Saudi Arabian crowd and they want to give him a big push, don't they, in front of the Saudi Arabian crowd, like they did the Super Showdown. So yeah, easy pick. I've got Mansoor. And then we have a 10-man tag team match. Yes. Excuse me. We have a 10-man tag team match. We have Team Hogan, which consists of Roman Reigns, Rusev, Ricochet, Shorty G. Oh my god. Chad Gable. And Ali. Yep, with obviously Hulk Hogan as the captain. Then we have Team Flair, Randy Orton, King Corbin, Bobby Lashley, Shinsuke Nakamura, and Drew McIntyre, as he was unleashed last night on Raw. Came back with a big win over Ricochet. Yep, with Ric Flair as the captain. So obviously, it's basically Team Hogan's all the faces, Team Flair's all the heels. It's quite simple. And this should be a really good match. I think it's like a 5-on-5. It's like a Survivor Series match, isn't it? So one man starts, and as soon as one man gets eliminated, another man comes in. So it's like a 5-on-5 Survivor Series match, isn't it? Should be a good match. And it's quite tough to predict this one, because I'm not sure whether the heels are going to go over or the faces. But since this is a big Saudi show, it's just a massive glorified network event. It's not really a proper pay-per-view, is it? I'm going to say Team Hogan, because I think they're going to want the faces to go over here, aren't they? In front of this big Saudi Arabian crowd. So, yeah, and I just can't see. Team Hogan's got Roman Reigns, Rusev, Ricochet, Shorty G, at least that's a good face team. Obviously, Roman's going to be like the main captain, isn't he? But Team Flair's got some big hitters, Randy Orton and Drew McIntyre. So, yeah, this should be a good match. But I'm going to go with Team Hogan for this one. Yeah, I just think Team Hogan for the win. Yeah. Then on to the next match. Oh, Lord. We have a singles match. Yes, we have Braun Strowman going up against the one and only, the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury. I can't believe this match is actually happening. Tyson Fury. Yeah, he's making a one-off. He's having a one-off match in the WWE. Yeah, I quite like boxing. Obviously, I'm not as big as a boxing fan as I am WWE, but I do follow boxing quite a bit. I love Tyson Fury. He's a fantastic boxer, one of Britain's best boxers, if you don't rate Anthony Joshua that highly. Yeah, and now he's making. It's obviously a one-off, a big one-off deal for a nice big fat paycheck, but still, it's something for him. It's more exposure for Tyson Fury. And yeah, he's a big lad. Obviously, he's the same size as Braun height-wise, and I've liked the feud so far. Like, they've done like that big pull-apart brawl on Raw a few weeks ago. Then they've had these awesome promos. Like, I'm knocking you out, Braun, and that Bolton accent, Tyson Fury, love it. And yeah, I think this is going to be quite similar, maybe a little bit similar to Floyd Mayweather and Big Show at WrestleMania 24, I think it was. Yeah. But obviously, this is a bit more even, because Tyson Fury is the same size as Braun. Two big blokes. Obviously, I assume Braun's going to have to carry Fury through a lot of this match, because Fury's not a wrestler. I mean, I assume he's probably trained a little bit at the Performance Center to try and get ready, but he's a boxer. You can't get ready for an in-ring match in a couple of weeks. It's impossible. So I assume Braun's going to carry him through a lot of the spots. They're probably going to have to rehearse a lot of power moves, but I think it's going to be I don't think this match is going to go longer than probably 5 minutes. I think it's going to start with they're probably going to go, who's the stronger man after that, and then maybe Braun will get a bunch of power moves, and Fury will kick out. I don't think Fury's going to get that much offense in. I think he'll just do a few little punches, maybe a clothesline or something, and then maybe it ends with Strowman. Fury counters something, and then with that epic right hand he's got, boom! He knocks Braun Strowman out. I think it's obvious. So I'm going to go Tyson Fury to take the win here, because he's undefeated in boxing. So I feel like, why would he come into WWE and take a loss? It would just make him look like a bit of a dick and a bit of a joke heading back into the boxing world when he goes back into real professional boxing fights. Probably his rematch against Deontay Wilder, or maybe a match with Anthony Joshua next year at Wembley. So yeah, he needs to look strong for those matches next year. So I feel like, why would he come into WWE and just lose? So yeah, I'm going to go with I'm going to go Tyson Fury to knock Braun Strowman out. Poor Braun Strowman. He really is just the new Big Show now, isn't he? Yeah, I'm going to go Tyson Fury, and apparently he's getting paid a lot of money for this. Like, I heard it somewhere he's getting $14 million for this, just this one match. I think that's more than he's ever got in any of his boxing matches. So, yeah, that Saudi money is really paying off. So, yeah, it should be fun to see Tyson Fury in the ring, but I'm going to go with Tyson Fury to knock Braun Strowman out in what should be quite a short match. But, yeah, poor Braun Strowman. Then on to the second to last match. Oh boy. We have a Falls Count Anywhere match for the WWE Universal Championship. And by the way, this match cannot be stopped for any reason. That's actually a stipulation. So we have Seth Rollins, obviously the champion, going up against my boy, the Fiend. Yowie wowie. Obviously, it's a rematch from Hell in a Cell. And I've got to say, I'm not looking forward to this at all. Because why are we continuing this feud? I really do think they should have ended it after. They botched it so big at Hell in a Cell. I don't understand why we're getting another match between these two. Just why? Oh, why? And yeah, I'm worried. I'm really worried here because it's a Saudi show and they look at it as a house show, don't they? It's not going to count. So I'm really worried that Seth's just going to beat the Fiend. Clean pin. 1, 2, 3. I'm really worried that the Fiend is just going to take a big loss here. He's already lost a lot of momentum after that stupid finish at Hell in a Cell. They're ruining one of the best things I've had in years, and it's pissing me off more and more. I really hope they can still salvage the Fiend somehow. I love it. It's the hottest thing WWE have had in years. And they're burying it in this stupid Seth Rollins feud. Obviously, Seth Rollins burnt down the Firefly Funhouse last week. So the Fiend's going to have something to say about that, I assume. And I don't know who to pick for this one. Because it's a Saudi show, I cannot see them changing hands for the Universal title. I just can't see that happening. I can't see the Universal title changing hands on a Saudi show. I just can't see it. Because they never do big title changes on these shows, do they? And it says the match cannot be stopped for any reason. So yeah, that's a direct hit, isn't it? After what happened at Hell in a Cell. Oh man. Fuck it. I'm probably wrong here, but I'm not betting against the Fiend. I'm gonna go with a shock win. I think the Fiend Bray Wyatt is gonna win this. I'm probably wrong, but I'm not betting again. I'm not saying the Fiend's gonna take a clean loss. I'm not saying it. No. WWE, I'll believe it when I see it at fucking Crown Jewel. So for now, I'm going to go with a new Universal Champion, the Fiend Bray Wyatt. Come on. If he just takes a clean loss here, after that shit finish at Hell in a Cell, you've buried him. You have buried this amazing new character. And I will be so pissed off if you do that. So don't you fucking dare, WWE. Don't you fucking dare. But there has to be a finish. It says the match cannot be stopped for any reason. So there can't be although knowing WWE, it's a Falls Count Anywhere match, it's probably going to end in a double count out because they're fucking idiots. So, oh man, I'm going to see the Fiend Bray Wyatt. It's probably going to be a really fun match, and I hope the Fiend gets more offense this time. It's not just another dominant performance from Seth, and that he can't put the Fiend away. I want the Fiend to get more offense this time. Because it was just very one-sided, that Hell in a Cell match, wasn't it? So hopefully it's much more even match with the Fiend getting lots of good moves. But okay, I can't even say this. I'm going to go with the Fiend Bray Wyatt. Come on. Because Seth Rollins is not cool. But they're continuing this feud anyway, aren't they? Aren't we getting a match on Raw in a steel cage match? I think the Raw after Crown Jewel. Yeah, so maybe the Fiend wins it there. I don't know, man. I don't know. But I just want this feud to be over. They ruined it at Hell in a Cell, so I don't really care anymore. I just don't want to see the Fiend lose. But whatever. And then on to the main event. Yes. What a main event this is. Bloody hell. We have a singles match for the WWE Championship. Yes, we have Brock Lesnar defending the WWE title up against Cain Velasquez. Yeah. Cain Velasquez. Yeah, he's now made his full transition or full debut to WWE. Yes, I think it was two-time UFC heavyweight champion, Cain Velasquez, was the man who absolutely mauled Brock Lesnar, I think it was 9-10 years ago, before Brock came back to WWE and beat Brock for the UFC heavyweight championship. And this is now the highly anticipated rematch 10 years later. I think there's a lot of mixed feelings about this match. Of course, the match obviously got announced when Brock just squashed Kofi on SmackDown on Fox. And Rey Mysterio came out with Cain Velasquez, and Cain just beat up Brock briefly. And this match got announced. But why is it for the WWE title? This is Cain Velasquez's first match in WWE, and he's getting a WWE title match. Explain that, please. Explain it. I don't fucking get it. Oh, man. And anyway, I'm curious to see how this match is going to go, because I assume, I think Brock's going to win here, because even though this is Kane's first match, he signed a multi-year deal, so he's sticking around, isn't he? And I'm going to go with a Brock Lesnar win, because he needs to get that win back, because he lost in UFC, didn't he? He lost that match, and He's still got that little scar in him, so I think this is where he's going to get his revenge in WWE. So it's a predetermined fake bag, but still, I'm going to go with Brock Lesnar here. But I think it's not going to be clean. I think he's going to cheat because I think they're going to want to protect Cain Velasquez, make him look a bit strong in defeat. So I think he's going to probably dominate a lot of the match. I think Brock's not going to be able to figure it out. Like, he can't get any moves on him. Cain keeps countering, or Cain keeps kicking out, or overpowering Brock like he did in UFC. So I think they're going to play on that a lot in the match. And Brock's going to be like, what the fuck do we do to put this guy away? Maybe Paul Heyman interferes. Maybe when the ref's not looking, a low blow or a weapon shot. Brock hits maybe a 1 or 2 F5s, 1, 2, 3. So Brock gets his win back over Cain. And Cain looks protected because it wasn't a clean win. They had to cheat to beat him. Because Brock's not losing the title, is he? He only won it a month ago. So Brock's not losing the title. And that would just be crazy if Cain Velasquez wins the WWE title. It'd just be crazy. And all those dickheads saying, Cain Velasquez, he looks out of shape. Guys, that's what he looked like in UFC, and he kicked ass in UFC. He was a fucking badass. So all those dickheads who didn't watch UFC going, oh, Cain Velasquez, he's got such a dad bod. Brock looks... That's exactly the same way he looked in the fight when he battered Brock, so it doesn't mean anything. He's still a fucking badass, and I assure you, I think he's going to put on a good match, even though he is relatively green. He did wrestle a bit in the Mexican promotion, didn't he? So he is a bit... But I think Brock's going to, hit a few suplexes. But yeah, it should be interesting. But I'm going to go with via Paul Heyman and shenanigans and via cheating. I'm going to say Brock Lesnar wins and retains and finally gets that win over Cain Velasquez. Yeah. Whew. Look at that mark on my nose. Ow. So anyway, guys. Yeah. Hope you enjoyed the mask. Fucking hell. My face is sweating. So yeah, guys, those have been my predictions for WWE Crown Jewel. I'm not looking forward to it that much. I hope they can pull it off and give you a good show, but my hype is pretty low for this show. But there's some good looking matches there, so fingers crossed they can do it. We might get a few more matches announced. I'm not sure, but those are the matches announced. It is in a week, in a few days, next Thursday. So yeah, guys, what are your predictions for Crown Jewel? Comment below. Let me know. So I'll be back. Next Thursday or next Friday with my Crown Jewel reaction video, and odds are I'm not going to be happy. But we'll see. So thank you for watching, guys, and I'll see you all very soon.